Welcome everyone to the Supercharger Recovery group. And also, I was going to say something else. Supercharger Recovery group. And also, I was going to say something else then. And also to the alcohol and addiction recovery. Welcome everyone Welcome everyone to the Supercharger Recovery group. And also, I was going to say something else then. And also to the alcohol and addiction recovery podcast, where we have Karen Seltz, an RRT practitioner, and such a transformative story of recovery that I've been so excited to cover. We met not long ago in one of our networking groups, and she is here like so instantaneously. How good was that we had like a 111 message, right? But it's so many things that has happened since we've talked, and I really want to bring her on so she can walk us through the work she does with clients. But before any of that, please, Karen, come on and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Maria. It's great to be here. I have a big heart for people that have ever struggled with addiction issues or have loved ones who have, because I've been there. I am a recovered sex addict. Yes. And I say recovered because I did this rapid resolution therapy, RRT, myself, and it completely changed my identity, because I believe the root of addiction is unresolved or unhealed trauma. So what I do is I help people get to that root, and they don't have to know what it is, which is pretty mind-blowing if you think about all the therapy that's out there. They don't need to know what it is. The subconscious mind knows, and I just clear all those things without them having to relive any of those painful or traumatic past memories. And yeah. And I also help them to unhook from the meanings about themselves, about life, about God, about the world that their subconscious minds have created based on all the information that it's been processing. And I believe that meanings, like the meanings that we make up or that we believe to be true about ourselves and everything else, are what creates suffering.
Well, it is, because I've done enough study too about the subconscious mind, and they say that 95%, if not more, are the programs that run our day to day if those things are not consciously put to the forefront, or something like your technique is being used, which I don't know much about. So I would love to hear a little bit more about RRT, because when you told me this, I'm like, wow, like there's so much about the world and about what's available out there that people like yourself are already doing. That's why we're putting people like yourselves on this group, so people can learn that they don't have to go through years and years of therapy. They can see someone like yourself and resolve a specific issue or an issue, right? So yeah, tell me about that, because I don't know too much about it. So I'd love for you to just walk me through what you do with clients.
Absolutely. Thanks for asking. So it's a pretty interesting modality. It's the most powerful thing I've ever found. It's a thing that worked for me to get me recovered from addiction. I got off of 2 antidepressants and Adderall, and I did 4 hours of this. That's it, 4 hours, and completely shifted so much. And don't get me wrong, like I have periods where I'm sad or upset. I still get angry.
We're human. That's going to happen. Yes.
No matter how much meditation and how spiritual I am, like, I still have those human moments. Yeah. But literally, I would say 90 to 95% of the time, I'm pretty happy, like for no reason, regardless of what's going on. So that's one of the premises in RRT is we believe what's causing any emotion, whether it be disturbing or happy, is happening because of the mind. The subconscious mind is processing data. And when it interfaces with something that came in big, meaning it was difficult, traumatic, or shocking, it will cause that interference. And the subconscious mind is very primitive. It thinks whatever you're remembering or thinking about is happening right now. So in order to get you to not die or not get hurt, back 20 years ago or
Yeah.
whenever, it starts sending signals in the form of disturbing emotions, thoughts, sensations, impulses, and habits, such as addiction,
Mm.
because worked at one point, right? It thinks that thing's happening. So it's trying to protect you so that you don't die 20 years ago when you got into a car accident.
Yes. Yes. And when you look at that, that is so intricate and complex, yet there is an easy resolution that what is it? Is it medicine? Is it pharma? Is it the people that want to keep people sick that withhold this on a mass level? What are your thoughts on that? Because I'm putting together all my things to go on Facebook, and Facebook is censoring me every step of the way. It's saying you can't do anything to do with wellness, mental health, alcohol recovery, drug addiction recovery. It's just like mind-boggling how a system can withhold, because I like how I've been studying for 15 years trauma and addiction issues, and this is the first I've heard of it. Tell me a little bit more about where it came from, and just a little bit of the backstory about it, because yeah, this is I love this.
It's kind of a well-kept secret. And I'm like, it's too late for, like, we got to get this out there, because it is every single session I do just blows my mind. I'm like, I cannot believe this works like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, it started with Dr. John Connolly. He developed the system. He's a PhD therapist, and he's like, what the heck are we doing? We're traumatizing people. We're making them sicker before they ever get better, if they get better.
Yeah.
And then he also studied NLP and hypnosis, and he came up with a multi-level communication system. So we're speaking to the conscious mind. We're in the beginning of a session, we are deeply connecting. We're making sure we really understand. And we're not asking curiosity questions. We're saying, what do you feel would be useful for me to know about where you've been experiencing any emotional turmoil or stuckness lately? So we start here,
Yes.
right here, right now. Like, how's it
Yes.
showing up for you? And then we make sure we're repeating it back. What have I missed? And we're really understanding people.
Yeah.
And we're then share some perspectives, some RRT perspectives. And we want to make sure we are making sense to the conscious mind. Because if not, we're never getting into the subconscious mind.
So you get to
Big
the conscious
gatekeeper.
mind to get to the subconscious mind. And how
Yes.
long does an RRT session last with you?
So, well, that's a really good question. My first sessions are almost always 2 hours. I say 90 minutes, but there's so much to get through. And
Oh, goodness
I
sake.
have discovered, like, within RRT, my special ability is to
Mm.
clear multiple events in one session. So I will often do between 10 and 30 past events, clear them completely. Meaning, when someone thinks about them, they're exactly the same as, hey, what'd you have for dinner last Tuesday? Hey, tell me about the time you were bullied in third grade. They're exactly the same. So when the subconscious mind gets it, and it doesn't speak the same language as the conscious mind. So when the subconscious mind gets that this stuff's over,
Mhm.
it stops sending the signals. There's nothing for you to do. There's no action required. It's
Like
not a
that.
jerk. Your subconscious mind only wants to protect you. It's not making you sad because it wants you to be miserable. It wants you to be alive.
Nice. And I get it now why it cannot be, because I was talking to you about you should make this one to many. It cannot be one to many. Now that I'm hearing about how it's done, because it's like surgery. You can't say to the surgeon, go and do go and do 3 kidney like transplants all at once in one go. No, it is a very specific and a very one-on-one and very connected interaction where you're getting deep into you're interfacing with the conscious mind to bypass well, not to bypass, well, yeah, to bypass the conscious, to go into the subconscious, to do the work. And then but it's not voila. I mean, obviously it sounds like if a doctor and the one that's been doing a PhD is the one solving the problem. I have great belief in that system because I've gone through a PhD and I've seen 11 of my peers not graduate, because you really need to be at the top of your game when you're presenting a synthesis of a hypothesis. So I'm going to look him up. and
Yeah,
and
he's amazing. He
and with
actually does 6 free sessions for the public every month.
oh wow.
And he works with people 15, 20, 30 minutes, depending on how many people are there, to kind of start moving the needle. It's not a full session, but you
Sure.
can kind of
Just to
get
give
an
a
idea.
taste of what
Yeah.
it. And for you, how long have you been? When did you discover Dr. John Connolly, and when did you discover RRT for yourself?
So I discovered it 7 years ago, and I started studying it about a year and a half ago. Yeah.
Yes.
But everything I had done up until that point kind of prepared me. I've been a coach
Yeah,
for
it's
a
the
very long time.
culmination. It always is, isn't it? Of like a step up, your evolution, the evolution of Karen Seltz practice and role as a practitioner, isn't it?
Yeah. And the big thing that really helped me to really get this really quickly is that I kind of got over the fear of making a mistake publicly a long time ago. So I'm like, I raise my hand in every class. I'm up at the front screwing up. I'm like, I do it
Love that. Well, I've
because that's
seen
the best
your
way to learn.
YouTube channel and you've got 429 videos, right? And you're out there, you're giving good content, you're giving good value, and you're passionate. And that's what we need because, not all, but a lot of the practitioners, and that's why I became a doctor because there's a lot of practitioners and you're probably healing or, being practicing with them, right? Because they're coming into probably your practice and they've got like 30 clients that they're trying to heal and blah blah blah, or they're trying to therapize become a counselor or a therapist too. And yes, I understand there is a utility for ongoing management of whatever the thing is, but there's also the power of if we can get it out in one go and do the psychic surgery or the subconscious, ba-bam, in one go, and you're saying 30, 20 experiences, which is really built upon, isn't it, in the subconscious mind, the thing, the original content now perpetuates the next one and the next one. And if you're clearing that timeline, go see Karen. Yeah.
It's really remarkable. So that's usually what I do in a first session. Now, specifically for addiction, we have an aversion process. So there's something the mind does called coding.
Mhm.
And it means like, you want to play? Do we have a couple minutes to play?
We do. Yeah, we've got 10
All right.
more minutes.
So,
So do
all
that.
right, let me show you this. Think of
I
any.
might actually divide this into two episodes.
Okay.
Right? Because can you believe I don't even know when we started, but it's 10:34, so I think we started 10 minutes ago already. So that's fine. What we're going to do is in the next episode, guys, right? We are going to go and play with Karen and have this in real time. And we're going to look at it, yeah. And then if it's okay, we're going to end this session or this interview and we're going to
Sure.
come back on and we're going to do the live. And that's going to be in the next episode next week. So make sure, because this is a cliffhanger right here, because I want to know what this is. And we're going to really spend some time and dissect what Karen does and how she resolves this issue of addiction, which can be a very long standing, very painful, very expensive issue. And yeah, we're going to look at it practically and play with it and see how it can work for you. Thank you, Karen, for your time. I love that you are here to explain this for us, for the people in the Supercharge Your Recovery community, and also for the people that may be listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts at the Addiction and Alcohol Recovery Podcast. Thank you. See you soon.